was looking at how the crowd was reacting as the band was playing, and I had an epiphany. I realized that no matter what I do or say as a poet, I would never, ever be able to get the same reaction from the crowd that a musician could. So I think of somebody like Melvin Miller, who's a trumpeter, right? And if he was to hit a note,
he
gets this amazing reaction. And so I want to take, like that. So I just want to take a quick poll of the crowd. If your favorite instrument is the trumpet, let me hear you make some noise. All right, Melvin got a little bit of noise. If your favorite instrument is the keyboard, the piano, let me hear you make some noise. If your favorite instrument is the bass, let me hear you make some noise. And if you like a little bit more rhythm in your life, and your favorite instrument is the drum, let me hear you make some noise.
Awesome, right? One of my clients.
So when Hank was doing his poem, y'all didn't do none of those reactions for the poem. So what I decided to do was to use my time this evening to perform a poem hating on all musicians. Because as a poet, I hate musicians because they get a type of reaction that I can't. And not only am I going to speak a poem that's hating on all musicians, I'm going to have the musicians play behind me while I'm at it. And they don't have a choice because Hank hasn't paid them yet. So without any further ado, this is my dedication, hating on all musicians from every poet that has ever lived. I wish that I was a trumpet player. Why, you may ask? Well, it's simple. Because each time he played his instrument, she would say, bump it, play her. I asked him to use his hands and wrists to gently wrap them around her hips. So when he brought his mouthpiece to the tip of his lips, she would ask what he did for a living, and he would say her. And as he played, she would stare, as if each single note would enter her earlobe and slowly pass down her throat. Continue south till it got to her toes, and he would play those like 8 notes until she say so. And if you know Melvin like I do, you know he ain't gonna say no. So there he was, playing words that were written on bed sheet music. I don't know what he spoke, but I know what they're saying, and that is that she is about to lose it. You see, he's speaking to her in staccato. She's looking back at him as if to ask if you got more. And as he's standing there, she's sitting in the chair, and I was in the back like, I swear, I wish it was a light-skinned brother with good hair that just so happened to be Melvin Miller, the trumpet player. But that was only until I saw her. You see, she made me wish I knew how to play keys. When she asked who knew how to play, I would lie and say me. Because she had already envisioned him being the musician, using the small of her back as the board. She had ways of letting him know that F major was her favorite chord, and that as long as he supplied the music, she would supply the score. That lasted so long, you would think he had his foot on her sustain pedal. I mean, she was letting out the type of notes that I didn't know you could sustain in treble. And as he's tickling her ebony and ivory, she's thinking publicly what I wouldn't even do privately. Asking him to never stop, please. Has her legs crossed so tight you would think that she's not need, and all the while I'm in the back like, forget poetry. God, please. Why couldn't I be that dude that knows how to play keys? But that was only until I saw her. And you see, the look on her face makes me wish I knew how to play bass. See, she heard those dudes have real strong hands and wanted to see for herself if that was the case. She wanted to lie in his lap, place her arms around his shoulders as if they was the strap, and as he used his right hand to keep her in place, he used his left to strum right below her waist line. And as she heard the ensuing bass line, she let out the type of smile that made this whole place shine. And she realized that that type of fingering takes time. He took his time, strumming strings that had her mind wondering things like if music was his food, she wondered how he would taste. Was trying to figure out ways to get him back to her place, and I know you're a lady and would never do anything in haste. But since I know what goes through your mind when you have that look on your face, I'm standing up here like, by God's grace, forget poetry. I wish I was that dude that knows how to play bass. And then, just when I think that my envy of every musician is done, that's when everything stopped. And all I heard was the beat of the drums. Ask any woman who she wants in a band and she'll say he's the one. Ask her why, she'll reply with two simple syllables. Rhythm. Wants him to use both hands and feet. Place them strategically across her body to make a beat, because contrary to popular opinion, fellas, most women like being tapped on their seat. Want him to start slow. Let it slowly grow into the reaches of crescendo, with him playing both of her cymbals, symbolizing that he hadn't just reached her mind, he had also reached her mental. As I'm looking across the crowd, I realize that I'm not the only one, because I see every woman tapping their feet and thumbs, and that's when I realize that, as men, we all wish that we were that dude that knows how to play drums. And then, I was just about to leave the venue, but that's when in my mind all the music stopped. And God decided to send you. And you see, she makes me glad that I'm a poet. Because even though I'm here and she's there, her stare mixed with my words touches her in ways she didn't even know it. It's as if each single noun will nip at the nape of your neck and past participles part your nipples and make them erect, and I haven't even gotten to the best part yet. You see, that's the part when I add words to adverbs to make sure that my adjectives are met with an objection, or rather lets me meet my objective, which is to have her. Have her to the point where she doesn't know what to do or say. And similarly, my similes have her wanting more of my metaphor play. And since I'm only doing this to brighten your day, we're going to call this Dichotomy sport, and I am both judge and jury. And I have no problem telling you what your sentence is. While subjects are used to subject you to understand what my mission is, and predicates are predicated on you understanding what my mission is, and if there are any English teachers in the room, I realize that I just ended that sentence with a preposition. But I'm hoping that improper English doesn't make her say no to my proposition, which is to ultimately let me prop her in that position, baby. Listen. I know that I started this poem out by saying that I wish that I was a musician. But if you gave me the chance to play any instrument, I would gladly forego it. Because as far as the power of the spoken word, I can't help if you don't know it, because I'm almost able to get you to do anything I say simply by the way I spoke it. But in turn, I've learned I can't just say it. I've also got to show it. So I want to thank her. I want to thank she, but especially you, for making me glad that I'm a poet.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together, please, for Dichotomy. I might have to let the room simmer for a second. Roses are red, violets are blue. Come a little bit closer so we can make it do what it do. Thank you very much. Put your hands together one more time, y'all, for Dichotomy, y'all. Get up for Dichotomy, please.